on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Greetings, Glitter Gang. Happy Thursday. It's 2 o'clock on Thursday, May 20th. And we are gonna finish the, what are we gonna finish today? The book journal, the book club journal. We're gonna finish it today. Whether or not we finish it this afternoon, I don't know. I hope we will, and that tonight we can start the second volume of the box set album remastered. However, I don't know for sure how it's going to go. As far as announcements go, this is your last day to get, because we are going to finish the book club journal today, which is the National Scrapbook Day project. Today will be your last day to get 40% off digital items at CathrynScraps.com. So if you haven't picked up at whatever album basics guides, tutorials, workshops, whatever you're interested in, be sure to do that today, because today is the last day for that. And then next Thursday, May 27th, is book club. And book club's book this month is right here, The Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arakawa and Philip Gabriel, which reminds me that I should probably reread it, but I have already read it because the theme for this month was like books that you guys didn't vote on for book clubs, but that I read anyway, and that I rated 4 or 5 stars. And I have rated it 4 or 5 stars. I think I rated it 4. If I didn't rate it 4, I rated it 5. And it's cute. It's cute. So we're going to discuss that next week. Hopefully I can skim it before then and refresh myself on the major themes, because it does have a lot to say about modern life and relationships and what's important and what makes a person successful and things of that nature. So there's a lot more going on than just a cat on a road trip, although it is about a cat on a road trip. So that's what it's about on the surface, but of course it's about so much more. So greetings to everyone. Let's say hi. Gretchen says hello, glitter peeper. Hello, Gretchen. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Bev says happy Thursday afternoon. Yes, happy Thursday afternoon. Enjoy Thursdays. Kathryn says happy Thursday. Sandra says hello, glitter gang. And I believe it was Sandra's birthday yesterday or some day this week for sure. So everyone can wish Sandra a happy birthday. Candy says happy glitter day, glittery gang. Yes, happy glitter day. Donna says hello, ladies. Linda says hey all, happy Thursday. Hello to Donna, Linda, Kimberly, Candy, and Sandra, and happy birthday to Sandra. Carol Jones says happy Thursday. Yes, Thursday is the best day of the week, as you all know. Mandy says hello to Mandy, and Barbara Jean says Thursday, finally. And Catherine says your nails are so cheery. Thank you, Catherine. I'm in a transition period with my nails, where the rainbow manicure, which is 7 of the nails that I have on my hands right now, just won't quit. It just won't quit. It's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did, but it just will not, it will not release me from its clutches. So, so far I've only lost this one, and this one. I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Yesterday I was soaking my hands in hot water, like, come off. So what I am going to do, just so you know, is as they drop off, if they drop off, I'm going to replace them with the next manicure, which is going to be the cat manicure. Hopefully I'll be able to replace all of them before the book club book, because it would be kind of fun to have a cat manicure for a book about a cat on a road trip. That is this manicure here. It's got tiny cat and a little fishbone and then pink nails. And then the accent nails are these black and white striped nails. So those at least got on there. And I've decided if I just lose the rainbow nails, if I can just get rid of these 3, then the other ones I'll just soak off with acetone, because I can make a purple nail and I can make a pink nail. Like, that's not the end of the world. But those rainbow nails, they took me a long time, and I want to save them. So, no, it's not book club this week. Sorry. I'm just have it up there to remind you that that's the book for next Thursday. We're going to talk about it. So, I'm not talking about the book. I just put that there. Don't worry. You're not late. Book club is the 27th. Book club is the 27th. Okay. So, that's it. So, maybe, hopefully, by next week, I can have tiny nails. We will see. All right, so what we have done here is we got everything prepped to do the wrapper on the outside. That's what we have left. We have 1, 2, just 2 more, 3 more because of the back. So what I'm thinking for here is I want one of the ladies' faces in the center, and then we'll do the rest of its stripes. So the strips will be around the face. So I need to see what faces I have left and then go based on that. All right. So I guess I could also do, I guess I could put like this card on top of the book, or even cut around the letters and put them on top of the book. I'll pull that out just in case. I may have used the majority of my ladies, but I do have this lady here that I could cut. I could cut her out and use her right there. That's an option for sure. And then what else have we got? That's large. Well, we do have like this, the Book Coffee Repeat. That's pretty big. And we have this lady, but she's kind of the wrong length. We need one that's more tall than wide. We do have the mug. I guess we could make a little vignette with the mug, the stack of books, and the glasses too. That's an option. Something similar to that, but not exactly the same. Okay. So, let's got some scraps. And let's see. I'm thinking I like this, and I could almost do it, but I think my mug is too big. Yeah, that mug is too big. That's okay. Because you know what we're going to do then instead is we're going to take this stack and we're going to print it big. So I'm just going to quickly print it. I don't know. I could even print it like a good 10 inches, I think. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to print it by itself really quickly. I'm not going to go into Photoshop because I'm not really doing anything complicated. I'm just printing something. I'm just resizing something and printing it, so I'm just going to do that really quickly. And get it printing, and then we can start working on the strips. So I just need, or do you like that book, or do you want to do something like maybe with this, or something like do the blanket and have the blanket? Would you want to vote? Well, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a lady? And I could print any lady. It doesn't have to be this lady. Would you rather have a lady, a really big mug book stack like this, or like a little blanket, whatever? And whatever it is will be right in the center, and then this striped paper will be all the way around it. So I'll let you vote. So vote 1 for a lady, vote 2 for a book stack, and vote 3 for a blanket. Okay. Okay, so nobody really wants a lady, so okay, that's good. We'll get rid of the lady. All right, so now we're between the book stack and the blankets. What if I did like the owl book stack instead of the book? All right. So let's see. Okay, so the book stack is winning over the blanket, so that's okay. We'll go with the book stack. We'll go with the book stack. But you know what we can do is I can make a big blanket. You want to do 3 of these? We'll do the book stack with the mug. We'll do the blanket. And then we need something for the back. We'll do the blanket on the back. No. We'll do either the blanket or the mug on the back, okay? And then either the blanket or the mug on the front, and then we'll do something here. We'll do 3 of them. Let's make just 3 big images. And I'll print them all. We'll make them all like 10 inches tall. What if I made one of these ladies, the Bookaholic ladies? What if I made one of these really big? So we'll do the blanket, the mug, and then, or what about the I'm reading? Oh, maybe I will show you with the computer and we can pick a lady. All right. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I'll open all the ladies. And we'll just print them all like 10 inches tall and then we can fill in the extra space. And and I'll get the mug stack and okay, so I've got the mug stack. And then let me get the blanket because we know we want the blanket. Okay, so all we're deciding on at this point is which of the ladies we're going to use for the ladies. So let me go over to the desktop. So there's the books. All right. So we have the different ladies that we have the ladies that are sitting with no background and their books don't say anything. However, we can add things to their books because there are sayings. Okay, so that's these ladies, and of course, you know, there's quite a few of them. And then we have the same ladies who are sitting in front of the window. These ladies don't work, so I'm going to close these ladies. So we have the window ladies with the I'm a bookaholic and I regret nothing. We have the ladies who are thinking about books, which I think will be a bit busy with the with all the stripes. So I'm going to get rid of those ladies, but we have them without the books, just with hair. And then this scene, again, I think is a little too busy with all the stripes from our quilted backgrounds. So let's get rid of these ladies. Okay. I think of the ladies, I think these sitting ladies without the background might be the best. So let us go with the sitting ladies without the background. Let's get rid of the background ladies. Goodbye, background ladies. All right, and then we have book, coffee, repeat, and book, coffee, repeat with a plant as a bookmark. So I'm going to go with the plant as a bookmark. And then there's our coffee. So now it's just which lady of the sitting ladies do we want to do? Because I think they're more fun than the lady heads because they're sitting and reading a book. And do we want some kind of phrase on the book? So let's open and see. what my phrases are for the books. And they are: a book is a dream that you hold in your hand, my weekend is booked, and just one more chapter. I like a book is a dream you hold it in your hand. So let's see if I can replace the black with the white. Apparently not. All right, so I'm going to replace. Yeah, it's not working. I just don't remember how I ever did that in the first place, so oh well. Psst. The program I have is Photoshop Elements 20, I believe. So it's the like pared down version of Photoshop. You can buy it for $75. It's called Photoshop Elements, or maybe you can buy it for $100. And you don't have to have a subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud or anything like that. All right, let's see if we put this on a lady, how hard it is to read. It's pretty hard to read. I can probably outline it in white though. So let's see if I do that. If that will give me what I want. So what I'm going to do, it's called a stroke. So I highlight the layer, I right click on it, and I say edit layer style, except cancel. I highlight the layer, and then I want to say edit layer style. And I'm going to go down to stroke here, and I'm going to put the stroke on the outside. This is going to put an outline around it. I'm just going to change it from black to white, and then see how now it has a white outline. And you can see it better. And we'll just call that good. I think I'll go with the blonde lady just because I currently at this moment in time am blonde. And it's my journal, but again, remember that many ladies are included in this paper collection. And if you're wondering what the paper collection is, it's linked down below. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to merge these two layers. So I'm going to highlight both of them, right click them, and say merge. That makes them one thing that I can then resize. And I want to make the image height 10 inches. And then so that's okay. And then same thing with my books. I'm going to resize. I'm going to make the image height 10 inches. And then with Book Coffee Repeat, I'm going to make that 10 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to rotate all of them 90 degrees so that they will fit on my paper easier. And then I'm going to drag them all onto my 13 by 19 sheet. Now they didn't come across as 10 inches. So, alrighty then. I need to make them 10 inches. All right, so she's now 10 inches. And the books are not 10 inches either. And the books lose a little bit of their, I'm actually going to make the books 11 inches, and the reason I'm going to make them 11 inches is because they lose a little bit of their height. It seems like they do because there's steam coming out of the mug. Although I could just cut off the steam and just make it 10 inches from the top of the mug. Maybe I'll do that. And just not worry about the steam, which would be about this size. Okay. And then I don't think I'm going to be able to get all three of them on here, but we'll see. Yeah, there's no way they're all three getting on here, but I'll see if I can strategically organize them. All right, let's put her feet up at the top. Let's see if I can get the mug and the books. There we go, right there. And then maybe we can get this one to squeeze. No, because of the, oh, what if I turn it 180 degrees? Maybe, I think I'm going to have to print 2 sheets. Yeah. I'm just going to have to print 2 sheets. It's okay. Okay. All right, I'll print the book coffee, or the book coffee repeat on its own thing. Okay. So I'm going to print this one. And then I'm going to get a new 13 by 19 and print the book coffee repeat on it. And that can go there. Okay. It's just telling me it doesn't have any paper, which I know because I haven't put any paper in it. I just want to get them both printed. Printing. Okay. And then I'll switch back to my desk. All right, so let me go feed some paper into this. And we will go. All right, so the first sheet is printing. So, all right, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure for what size to make this, and I'm going to write it on the, I made these, let's see, it looks like I made 13 1/4 by 8, looks like, for this one. So 8 inches by 13 1/4 is the size paper I need for that one. And then for this one, I think this one is the same. Yeah. So this one is also 8 by 13 and a quarter. So the back will be the largest because, well, it's just it's slightly bigger because it wraps. Oh no, it's slightly smaller. Oh, whatever. 8. So this is 7 7/8 by 13 and a quarter. They're all 13 and a quarter, so 7 7/8 by 13 and a quarter. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting these papers from scraps that I have. And when I do like test prints and things, I save all my scraps, or if I have prints that mess up or whatever, I save all of these scraps. This is what I use for these big things. This is a test I did for Kathy. All right. I'm going to try and get, I'm going to get these all cut. Let me get my next piece of paper stuck in there. So. And I'm going to cut, well, 13 and a quarter means I have to cut, so annoying. Okay. So I think that this is 13 and a quarter. It is close enough. So that's 13 and a quarter by 8. And 13 and a quarter by 8. And 13 and a quarter by 8. Oh, one of them has to be 7/8, right? The nails will be 7/8. All right, so there's a question in the chat about, does your matte presentation paper get scratched? I very occasionally, and almost always with an area that's like a lot of black, I can scratch a little bit of ink off, but I don't consider it, like, it's not a regular problem. The ink is coming off. All right. So let's cut these out. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut like them into a square as close as possible, and then put tape on the back. I wonder if this one's too big. Look, this one's a little too wide. Well, maybe not. Maybe once it's cut out, it won't seem too wide. So I'm going to cut them as close to square as I can, so it'll be easy for me to put tape on the backs. Like, and so what I'm going to do is just do it like this, so I can use tape, and then I'll cut them out. And once we have them trimmed closer, we can make sure they're not too wide, but okay. And this one, okay. All right. So I'm just going to get, like I said, as close to the actual image as I can. And that way I'm not taping a bunch of stuff that's going to get cut off. And that's also going to give me an idea of the size. Yeah, so it actually just maybe a little bit of the like spindly bits we might lose, but as you can see, it's on the book, so it's not going to be, if it is a little bit that gets cut off, it'll be just like the extra flourishy bits. I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so I'm going to set aside the one that's 7/8. Now let's make sure her knees are going to get, actually, well, are we okay with her knees being cut off? What do you think? That I didn't think about. I mean, we'll know that she has knees. Here. All right, I printed this one shorter. I'm going to print her again too, just so she's smaller. Let's make sure this one doesn't have a problem. This one is totally fine. We just need her to come in about 1 inch, so on her legs. So she won't be as tall. And I think my paper was in upside down, so I'm going to reprint this whole sheet. So at some point, my paper got flipped over. That's something else to check if you ever don't, if your paper doesn't look the way you're kind of expecting it to look. That is one possible explanation. All right. Okay. Now, okay. So these two are ready to go. Just need to trim them down. I'll show you how I can tell my paper was upside down. If you, I don't know how easy to see on camera, but the black is not black on this one, which is a sign that my paper is not facing the right way. So matte presentation paper has a coating on it. And you will not get, you know, the true colors if you don't print on the side that has a coating. Has the coating. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cover this with tape and basically make it a giant sticker. And then cut it out. And that way the tape will go all the way around the edges and I don't have to worry about it lifting. I'm going to cut this with a small white edge, not like anything too intense, but just enough to help it stand out from all the paper that's going to be beneath it, because there's going to be a lot of patterns beneath it. I'm going to cut off this. It'll just make it easier to cut around the font if it's not something I need to worry about. Okay, so And then with this, because this swoops so much over, I'm not going to go all the way around it. I'm just going to go like around it like so. And then go in. And then just, you know, with cutting like this, just remember it's a lot easier if you keep the hand that's holding your scissors mostly straight and move the paper into the path of the scissors with the other hand. You'll get better results that way than trying to curve the hand holding the scissors. So if you have trouble like with cutting stuff like this out, that's a tip I can give you. And just keep trying to keep a little bit of a white edge, like a mat around it. So okay, so we've got sticker number 1. Let me go get the other 2. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, so here's sticker number 1. Now got sticker number 2. Just gonna and my scissors are giving me a little bit of trouble. That means their blades are getting gummy from cutting through all this tape. So I just need to clean them. And the best way I found to clean scissors is with undo and a wipe. So you just take your scissors. You can see it's got all this gunk right on the edge there. So just take your pair of scissors. Take your undo bottle and put it on, and then get something to scrape it off with. I'm using my adhesive remover. You can see all the clumps of adhesive right there. And then just carefully, so you don't cut yourself, wipe it off. with the baby wipe. And then do the same thing on the other side. And clean it off. All right. Done. Then your scissors will work much better. All right. So now gonna I haven't noticed undo taking the white marks on my mat off. I lost my white marks here from acetone, actually. That's what damaged my mat. All right, so now we'll cut her out. And same thing, I'm gonna try and leave an even white border. If you have trouble eyeballing an even border, you know, if you ink it after, it will really cover any mistakes that you might have made. And also no one else is gonna notice except you. And Fran. Fran will notice. Fran's in the chat and she said Fran always notices. So Fran noticed that we noticed that she noticed. Okay, all one piece like an apple. All right, now we have a giant lady sticker, so we just need to do the books. So talented, I know. It's just a master. It's just a master at work. Oops. Okay, that didn't work out like I was hoping, but it's fine. All right. So now we'll burnish this and we'll make another sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And then we'll go ahead and burnish this. And we'll make another sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And then we'll go ahead and burnish this. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for ease of cutting, for control, I'm going to go ahead and use the sticker. And again, for e move your offhand more than you move your on hand, your dominant hand, your cutting hand. Okay, so yeah, the 2-inch tape is really handy for stuff like this. All right, perfect. So we've got our 3 stickers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper that they're going on and we're going to center them where we like them, and then take a pencil and trace around them. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because this tracing is just like to give you an idea of the general shape of it, because that'll tell you where your stops and starts will be on your stripes. Okay. And then the third one. Okay. So now that we've got those, we can fold our paper and draw our guidelines. And we want to make sure when we do this that we're folding in the right direction. So we're going to fold, we want the diagonals going this way, unless we want the diagonals going the opposite. Well, this one's the back, so it doesn't actually matter. So all right, so once you've got it, your fold in it, you just fold one corner to the other side. That creates a 45-degree angle. And then put that line on your desk so you can draw a line with your ruler in pen to make it easier to see this line. So All right. Okay, so she's fine. She's going on the back. So I'm going to set her aside somewhere. All right. Now I am going to make the lines go in the opposite direction, I think, so that it will look like a chevron, because I think that will be cool. And so I need to draw, in order to make the lines go in the opposite direction, I need to bring this bottom corner up like so. Okay. All right. And I'm going to do that on both of them. Again, the bottom left corner comes up to the right side. All right. And then same thing. We're gonna put our pencil line, or our folded line, and use a pen to mark it in so it's easier to see. Okay. So that is the coffee mug. So set that to the side. And last but not least, we have the blanket. Okay. Now, there we go. So, where are we going to put our tape this time? And where we're going to put our tape this time is we're going to make sure that once our tape's on, we can't see any pencil, okay? So that's the most important thing. That once our tape is on, we can't see any pencil lines. And then we'll know we have proper coverage. So I don't, I'm going to put another strip of tape there, I think, but a small one. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim, well, I'm going to burnish, then I'm going to trim the tape off the outside. And then I'm going to And then once I have the outside trimmed, then I'll peel all my tape and start putting strips down. And I'm hoping to be able to use up some of these smaller strips we have left over from last week. All right. Okay, this is the top. So when we put our strips down, we just want to be mindful of that. And I'm going to start by putting this strip. Now remember, when I put this strip down, I need to cover the pencil line completely. All right. So if the pencil line's covered completely, I'm good to go. And then I am going to trim these as I go so I can use them on the opposite side. And again, I have to make sure I come in past the pencil line on both edges. So I just need to be aware of that. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, this piece isn't big enough to use. All right, so how you guys doing? Everything making sense so far? All right, so there we go. All right, let's get some pink. All right. So I'm not going to save that much space by cutting this in half. So I'm just going to, or save that much paper rather. So I'm just going to put it all the way across. It's not quite big enough. I may have to cut some more paper. but we'll see. So gonna sneak a little owl in there. And on the corner, I'm going to tuck in this little coffee mug. All right, so we've got this area done, and now we need to start working our way up. I'm going to go ahead and use this pink piece. All right. Books. Can use these books. All right, now that we've got books on there, let's see. Are these all my strips I have left, or I have to cut more strips? Oh, it's all right. I can cut more strips without dying. Probably. So we have to just go through here. Okay. This one I'm going to do 1.5 inches just to have a little bit of variety of widths. And with some of these, you know, where I cut is just like an eyeballing sort of a thing. Just trying to make sure I get the most out of the images themselves. All right. That's good enough for now. Let's keep going. So I'm going to get back my little piece here, and we'll keep going. And I'm going to ink the entire strip every time I use a strip. That way if I have a remnant, it's already inked. And as soon as I get this one done, we're going to do a recording break. Okay. This one, I think I'll just go all the way across. And then let's do another something blue, bluish, purplish. We'll do that. We'll do a little purple marble piece here. Then some books. And then we just need like a little something for the corner. I'm going to put this little eyeglass right in there. All right, perfect. So now it's time to trim, which is when we'll see what this really looks like, and then we'll put our piece on it. All right, why are you stuck to my desk? Something sticky on my desk. Worry about that later. So I'm just trimming right on the base. Oh, duh, the middle is what's sticky. Wow, this didn't even cut through. What the heck? My blade must be really dull. Yeah, it's not cutting at all. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So if you notice that your craft knife blade isn't cutting at all, time to change it. So I always fold mine into a piece of cardstock because I am not always the person who changes my trash. So I don't want anyone who doesn't know that my trash is full of deadly weapons to get accidentally poked. Man, when was the last time I let my craft blade get so dull it wouldn't even cut at all? All right, let's try that again. So it's not that this paper suddenly became uncuttable. The paper is still bound by the laws of physics. All right. Okay, so here's our paper. Gonna ink the edges and then we'll put our sticker down and we'll get the full effect and then we can put it in the book. All right. Unlike the last two Star Wars movies. I didn't see the last Star Wars movie, but I did think that the physics of the one with like Laura Dern, that was Laura Dern, right? The physics of that one were like especially bad even for Star Wars. Yeah. All right. How pretty is this? What a beautiful page. I love how this turned out. Okay. So now all we have to do is tape the edges of this and we can stick it down. Yeah, it was okay. It was the Laura Dern one was the one. That's the last Star Wars movie I saw, and I remember thinking that the physics were really bad. And I did not ink the edges of the sticker. No, I wanted to keep that white border. Now it might have looked better if I had inked it, but I didn't ink it. So, like there was a scene where I think they were like firing lasers in an arc. I don't think that's how lasers work. And there was a scene where while they were in space, they were dropping bombs from one ship onto another ship. I'm not sure that's how space works. So yeah, that was a weird movie. Like very strange choices in the like physics department. So I mean, I'm not even that big of a science nerd, and if I'm like, I'm not sure that's how lasers / the vacuum of space / whatever works, then it's really a problem, because I don't normally, you know, care about stuff like that at all. And the bombs dropping from one ship onto another while in the vacuum of space thing happened in like the first 5 minutes, so I was like, oh, we're in for a rough time. Okay. All right, now, if you put something down and then you think to yourself later, maybe I would like this better with a black border, you can carefully trace around it with a pen to add one. But go slow, because you don't want to get pen on your piece itself if you can help it. I don't think the force can keep you from dying in the vacuum of space. That and like, some of this stuff would have been so easy for them to hand wave. Like all they would have had to do is like say something like, oh, it's time to test the new magnetic force bombs against the Empire or whatever. And then people wouldn't be like, how are they dropping bombs from one ship to another, as in like gravity is happening while they're in the vacuum of space, because we would have been like, oh, they're magnetic force bombs, so it's cool, I guess. But like when people are literally in outer space and there's like stuff rolling around they're trying to grab, it's just weird. All right, I don't know that that really added anything, but at least now you've seen it both ways. So anyways, all right, we're going to stick this down. And I think this will be the inside cover. And we'll do the coffee on the front, and we'll do the yoga lady on the back. So this goes here. Oh, it looks so cool. All right, so this is here. Oh, it looks beautiful on the inside. Look at that. All right, so this is where we'll put the coffee, and then on the back is where we'll put the lady. So I'm going to do a recording break here, and then the next video will be doing the other 2 panels, maybe, hopefully, if I have enough time. And if not, then I'll finish up quickly tonight, and then we'll move into the planning stage of volume 2. We'll do split tonight's show. So if you're watching on YouTube, then go to the next video in the playlist if it's available. If not, it'll be posted shortly to see the other 2 panels get built and put on the book. If you're watching in the archives, go to the next video. And if you're watching live, just hang tight because nothing's going to change for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now. Greetings, Glitter Gang. Happy Thursday. This is the second part of the May 20th, 2021 show. I'm going to drink some water quickly, and then we're going to work on the finishing up the outside wrapper of this book. We just finished this panel right here. And now we're going to work on this panel. All right. Excuse me. Oh, I've been very sniffly lately. I wonder what the allergen is that's going around right now. Oh, I have to put the tape on it. Nothing's going to stick, Kathryn, unless you put tape on it. Donna has never seen a Star Wars movie. Well, I mean, lately, I don't think you've been missing anything. I wasn't impressed with the new ones. Granted, I didn't see all of them, so I didn't see any, like, conclusion, but, you know, I wasn't that interested based on how the Laura Dern one ended. I clearly didn't care because it's been however many years and I haven't watched it, so... I will say that it takes a lot of talent. So, you know, thumbs up to Disney, really. It takes a lot of talent to take such a beloved franchise and make people really sick of it. So good work. Good work, guys. I didn't come in far enough here, so I'm just going to have to peel this up a little bit and overlap them. Well, there's something that's been happening a lot with kind of action-y movies like Star Wars or whatever lately. And I brought this up in the Mortal Kombat movie specifically to Mr. Lifeguard. And I said, you know, there's this trend that I don't really care for. And I think it started with the Star Wars movies from the 90s, but it's like really a lot now. It's I see it happening a lot now. And what I'm calling it, just in our household, but you guys can use it if you want to, is these movies, I feel it like I'm being lured to death, as in LORE, as in I don't need this much backstory. Like, and I'm also bored to death. And like the King Kong versus Godzilla movie was like this. The Mortal Kombat movie was like this. You know, they're taking these like old silly action films and they're trying to put these really complex backstories into them that they just do not need. Like, I just don't need all of this information. People have been able to enjoy Godzilla for many decades without all of this. Like, there are so many scenes in Godzilla versus Kong of just scientists sitting in a room babbling science at each other. Like, trying to explain why these monsters are the way they are. Nobody cares. They just want to see Godzilla punch King Kong. That's all they want. That's all they want to see. They don't care. They don't care about why Godzilla and King Kong aren't best friends. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your made-up science, man. Especially if you're going to have a ton of science in your movie and then have people casually walking around the center of the earth not getting irradiated to death, when you've already told me that at the center of the earth is a giant radiation pool that all these monsters go into to get radiation to power themselves up. So, like, your science is even bad within your film. All right, so like less boring science people talking about made up science that doesn't even make sense in your world, and more Godzilla and King Kong punching each other in the face. Thank you. Movie could have been 90 minutes. 60 of them could have been them punching each other in the face. They could have destroyed a couple cities. We could have had some interesting demolition happening. That all could have been fun. No. Instead, we had to be lured to death. And then that happens in the Mortal Kombat movie, a movie that's based on a video game that's literally about people punching each other in the face. And there's so much sitting around talking about stuff instead of punching each other in the face. It's like no one wants to go to a Mortal Kombat movie to see people chit-chatting about stuff, okay? That is not what people want to watch. They would like to see some Mortal Kombat. That is the thing. Yeah, and the center of the earth had like a sky. Yes, the whole thing was terrible. I was just, my mind was blown by how stupid it was. And like, there are some really great actors playing these science people, and you can tell that they are also bored to death by the words coming out of their mouths. Like Ken Watanabe, I'm not sure he was even awake for all of his scenes. Like, he was just reading a card with science words on it like he was dead inside. And he's a good actor. So like, all right. So, Lord to death, you can use it. Feel free. Oh, like Bradley Whitmore's in the movie, another good actor who it's just like sitting there saying things dead inside. You know, like so many really good actors just sitting there saying things dead inside. So, I set this down slightly crooked and it... Can I live with it being slightly crooked? No, I don't think so. Yeah, there were so many people in the movie, actually, that just, they didn't need so many people. Like, and there are so many people, like, at some point, and, you know, again, good actors, Alexander Skarsgård, for example, he's in it, he's a good actor. I don't even remember what his purpose was. All I do know is that they gave him some experimental magnetic gravity machine to drive to the center of the earth, and he was able to do it with no training and no prior knowledge of this technology existing or anything. And it was like, okay, all right, that's what we're doing. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. You know what? Like, just say the technology's existed for 50 years and then it's not weird if he knows how to drive it. Like, it's like, do people, what are they doing in writers' rooms? Just cocaine? Like, line after line? I mean, it all makes sense if you do a ton of cocaine. Seems to be the new Hollywood vibe. Yeah, no practice needed to be able to reverse gravity or something. Like, they literally reverse gravity or something. Like, as if that's something that you could even take the top Air Force pilot today and be like, show it to them, and they would probably be confused. They would probably it would probably require some training on their part. So anyway, modern movies are weird, is what I'm saying. They think we're all stupid and will go along with everything. Yeah, I mean, and it's like, it's just not needed in these very simple premise movies. It is just not needed to make them so complex. Like, I don't know who they think the audience of Godzilla versus King Kong is, that they wanted an hour of science babble before Godzilla and King Kong got in a fight. But we're also so stupid that if their science wasn't even, like, logically consistent within the world, they wouldn't notice. Like, that's the audience. It's a really specific audience. It's just, we want people who are, oops, these hands are upside down. No, come up, hands. Nope, not coming up. We want people who care about science and are interested in science but don't know any science. That's our target audience for our film entitled Godzilla vs. King Kong. Okay. There are obviously a lot of people like that. Maybe people just nap through the boring parts. Yeah, I agree with Fran. The 12-year-old boy that lives inside of me just wanted to see a Godzilla movie and was like, what are they even doing? Yes. Yeah, there were so many what is even happening and why moments. There's like a whole guy who works in a secret government lab who has a podcast about the secret government lab he works in. And somehow the secret government lab he works in has never noticed there's a podcast spilling all their secrets. Like as if, you know, just stuff. I mean, so many things that make no sense. But anyway, yeah. I guess maybe I just want stupid popcorn movies to be stupid popcorn movies. Maybe that's my problem, my ultimate issue. So Fran said that she was wondering why when they go on their little journey to the center of the earth, they sent 3 ships and then a monster popped out and ate one of the ships. And she's like, oh, that's why they sent 3 ships. So a monster could eat one and the mission wouldn't be destroyed. All right. So I think I can probably put my arms on now. And remember you got to check where your pencil line is because I've got to put this one pretty far in to cover all the pencil line, even though it looks like I should only have to put it to right about there. But because I have a dip in there from a book edge. All right. So I apologize for all my sniffling, but I have some kind of allergy thing happening. I don't know what it is. All right, so man, Man, even being so careful with the paper, I'm still running out. I did watch that Angelina Jolie firefighter movie, and while we were watching it, Mr. Lifeguard said, I don't know what state this is, but I don't ever want to move there. And I said, oh, it's Montana. And he's like, okay, that we can cross that off our list of states. Because like a lot of stuff happens in that movie that you're just like, wow, the state, this is a mean state. Like it's trying to kill everyone. Mother Nature is not happy with what's going down here. So. Those Who Want Me Dead, I think is maybe what it's called. It's like a mystery thriller slash outdoor survival kind of film. It's like a sort of a genre mashup. It's like a mystery thriller happening in the middle of a horrible wildfire. Fran says she feels that way about Maine because of Stephen King. Yeah, I mean, Maine, Maine's a pretty dangerous place. Cabot Cove, man, the death toll in that small town is intense. Oh, see here I have a section where I should have had that pink all the way across. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a ruler to get a straight edge, and then I'll fill it in there. Now it looks like it goes all the way across. So. All right, so put these books. Yeah, there's some places that because of fiction have like an outsized reputation. I think about the fictional university in Law and Order, Hudson University. Like, I mean, that's like one of the most dangerous places on earth. Like, how a school with that level of violence stays open, I have no idea. There's always somebody getting murdered at Hudson University. So it's constantly. All right. Put that there. Now I can probably put this down. All right, just need a little something in the corner. All right, we're gonna finish our trim. We're gonna burnish our piece. We're gonna ink, and then we're gonna glue down our sticker and add this to the book. All right, I am going to put this in the book before I put the sticker on it because I want to be able to add an additional magnet. So that's what I'm going to do. And that is because after I have this layer plus the sticker, it's going to be pretty thick. And I just want to, you know, add an additional magnet just to give a little bit of extra strength. Oh yeah, I read an article about sleep eating. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, so this is going to go on the front cover. All right. And if any of these magnets will be covered by the stickers, then I'll stick them down. But I actually don't think they will, but we'll see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out a magnet. And I'm going to, okay, so I can put that magnet there. Let's see. No. No. Okay. That's fine. Ugh. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to pick up a magnet with the bag of magnets in my hand. All right. So that magnet's already stuck down because it's, oh no, it's not. That's not tape. All right, never mind. Just kidding. I thought there was tape here, but there's not. Now the magnet's stuck down, and we'll put this around it. I guess I need to ink the edge because I inked the edge of the other one. Or I, you know, penned the edge. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. So now, just gonna burnish. Okay. Wow, it's so pretty. Look at these big images and how pretty they are in the middle of these quilts. And then you see that chevron effect there and there. So now the only thing left is to do our meditating lady on the back, and it is after 4, so I am not going to do that in this episode, but in the next episode I will do it. So at the beginning of tonight's class, we'll finish this book off. We'll do a flip through of the whole thing, and then we'll do the planning part of volume 2 of the boxed set album remastered. We'll finish the, we'll figure out exactly which page styles we want to use and what layouts and that sort of thing for that tonight. Okay, so I'll be back at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, which is 5 hours from now. So I'll be back in 5 hours with another show. We're gonna finish this, so that'll be done. And then we'll start the box set album remastered volume 2. So if you're watching this playlist on YouTube, go to the next video if it's there to finish this series. And if you're watching in the archives, go to the next video there. If you're watching live, I'll see you tonight. Have a wonderful evening, weekend, day, whatever. I'll either see you tonight or I'll see you next week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.